Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Task Force Questionable. And today we're jumping back into more craft to Exile. So, last time we left off, we had made our way up to the north over here past spawn. I can get to it. We'd found a big kind of pillager encampment up here that we'd taken on a little bit, basically just to get a couple more pillager kills so that we could progress the quest line and figure out the where the mastermind was. As we look into our Act 1 quest line, basically we had to do an investigation, kill a bunch of pillagers and vindicators, and found out where the mastermind was residing. The Invoker is hidden in a woodland mansion somewhere. Now, today I want to kind of start gearing up to go take this guy on and hopefully find the woodland mansion at the end of this episode, and we will start off the next one with a boss fight. But because of the boss fight between episodes, I did a little bit of work. The farm has been completely filled out now, so that's nice. I started work on the Hall of Memories, so at some point this will get filled in. I think the idea is going to be that we'll have a nether portal as the doorway, just so that we don't have to deal with an odd width door and having to keep mobs out. This way, if they walk in, they just go straight into the nether and we don't have to worry about it. I did some work on the house. I started leveling up some of my profession skills between last episode and this episode, just so I could start, like I said, gearing up for that boss fight. I needed some quests done so that I would get the spiritual raw meat. So I did a little bit of leveling up there just for that, and in doing so, I made it up to the northwest a little bit, and there's this hot springs area, so I was able to get a bunch of smooth basalt, blackstone, and calcite, and was able to use that to kind of spruce up the base of it. I also added the second floor on, as well as the start of the third. So yeah, now it's not just a cobblestone cylinder. I did go ahead and make a waystone. We got enough ender pearls throughout the last several episodes, as well as I found some amethyst shards in a chest, and so was able to go ahead and get this made. So that's another nice thing to have, because now we can go several places. I found several more waystones out and about. There's actually one just over here that I called forestry area, because I think this will be where I end up planting a bunch of trees to turn into kind of a wood farm whenever we need it. There's also the abandoned temple over here. The spawn village still has its waystone, and there's now another village over here that has a waystone that I was able to activate. Yeah, so we're gonna get started with gearing up to go take on this Invoker. Now, I think the main way that I'm wanting to do this, let me go ahead and throw this armor back on. If you see here, I have a set of iron armor here. Now, this iron armor, if we were to take it off and look at it, obviously it shows it lacks a gear soul, so we can't really use it. What we're going to be doing is we are going to do a little bit of gear crafting to start here. So in this backpack, oh, I also forgot to mention, I did upgrade these chests now to iron chests, so they have a ton more storage, so we have a ton of cobblestone and luster and whatnot. I plan to get some stack upgrades so that all of this will condense down better, but I haven't gotten around to that. So yeah, in this iron backpack, I have the stuff to make chainmail gear souls. So once we apply this to an armor piece or an armor soul before we put it on the armor, it'll make this soul produce chainmail, which will give us both armor and magic shield, which is kind of what we're going for with this build. And then I have the stuff to make 4 rare armor souls. Theoretically, I don't really need these because I do have some rare stuff already, but once I craft it, it'll be crafted at level 20. No, it might be lower, but it should give us pretty high. So yeah, we're gonna start off with that. So we'll take those and we will go ahead and craft up our chainmail gear soles. We got those 4. Cool. Now if we head over to the gear crafting station and throw all of this in, we can select the crafted rare armor sole, and we'll go ahead and craft those 4. Yeah, stack and drag on another item. Cool. So we do that. Now all of these, yeah, lock to gear type chainmail. So we now have 4 of those, and if we go ahead and grab off our iron armor here, so bam, 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 and bam. Now let's take a look at what we got. Yeah, everything crafted at level 20, so that's nice. We got a plus 20 armor, plus 34 magic shield, so that's already better than what we got. We have a 36 armor, 61 magic shield, nice. 34 armor, 58 magic shield, cool. 20 armor, 34 magic shield, awesome. So let's see what our implicits, prefixes, and suffixes are. So implicits on the helmet, we got extra area of effect, extra health, ooh, fun. Extra mana, extra physical resistance. Then we have more mana, more gear defense, more physical resistance. Extra health regen, nice. Plus energy regen, also nice. Fire resistance, cool. Ooh, we got some movement speeds. We're about to be zooming. Extra gear defense and extra lightning resistance, sweet. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this off. Now, if you notice when I pulled up my backpack earlier, I do have a hammer in here. So I did find out hammers can be dual wielded. So I think what we're gonna do in terms of how we're going to rock weapons. Also, in last episode we got some diamonds, so I went ahead and made a pickaxe. Surprisingly enough, the repair kit also repairs vanilla tools that have gained levels. Actually, not even ones that have gained levels, they'll repair all of them, despite the fact that you can't click directly on vanilla tools with the crafting stones to repair them, but oh well. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make another hammer so that we can have one in our offhand, and we're gonna use the scythe for like horde mob clearing. So big sweeping edge, big area of effect damage. Basically take care of all the little ads that bosses will spawn or that have just been spawned out in the world. Then we'll take the hammers and we'll do big single damage burst hits, single target burst damage, and basically just go to town on the boss. So we're gonna need to get another hammer crafted. So let's take a look at what we got here. So if we just take a look at the common hammer, let's see here. What kind of crafting stones do we have? A rare. Is that the highest tier we got? Looks like it. Cool. So I'll just have to make a level 20 rare hammer, and we'll just have to call that good. This one is a level 16 because I got it out of something in the overworld, and basically all of that for me right now is capped at level 15. I think this one was level 16 because of something to do with the favor. So yeah, 1.1x multiplier. I think something to do with that. But since we're in the mine/hub now, we can go ahead and look. I've leveled up a little bit in my salvaging, gear crafting obviously from what we just did. Farming has leveled up, fishing hasn't. Bounty hunting, I showed you that a second ago. That bounty board, basically a bunch of those are just like turn-in quests or hunt and kill quests from what I did. And then mining has maybe gained a little bit, but not a whole lot. But since we're here, let's go ahead and pop over into our class and go ahead and drop those 3 skill points that I've got. We'll head over to Warlock, or should we go back to Crusader? We'll hit Warlock and we'll dump these 3 points into Blade of Desecrated Hallows, I think. Physical damage into cold damage. No, that's not the one I want. Chilling Touch. This is the one I want. This one is going to take our weapon, and actually, if I swap over to this now, and look at it. So yeah, you saw that 25 cold damage is now up to 75. So this is going to do a 75 cold damage on use, and it can be used with any weapon type. So despite the fact that the hammers are mage weapons, we can still use it with this. Whereas some things like the zombies need, whatchamacallit, they need a mage weapon to use. This one can be used with anything, but I think we'll go ahead and dump all 3 of them into this. Also, if you notice, while I'm holding this hammer, I've only put 4 levels into Acid Blast and Summon Zombie and Summon Skeletons. But because of this hammer, one of the prefixes is +1 to all skills, which is very nice to have because that means our zombie damage will be going up, our skeleton damage will go up, everything will go up without us actually having to allocate points. Go ahead and sleep. We'll have to craft a hammer. So we're gonna need another 8 iron. Cool, so I don't have enough iron at the moment. Maybe I just make a mace because that's still a hammer type. Let's do that. Let's make a mace. We'll get a common mace. Cool. Now we need a rare weapon scroll. Go ahead and toss that on here. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get celestial ore. I don't even have any at the moment. Through doing some of these bounties, I have gotten some bounty slips that are over in this chest right here. And if I press P, I can open up the mine/profession shop. So mining, I can go ahead and buy some of the spiritual ore, spending 2 bounty slips for 4 of it, which is kind of a crazy trade price because these are pretty easy to get. Ooh, we do need more iron though. So with some of the other diamonds I've grabbed, I went ahead and grabbed some obsidian and I made an enchanting setup up here. So nothing too fancy up here just yet, just this. There's gonna be a window there eventually. But I figured we'd go ahead and throw an enchantment on this diamond pickaxe since I can already do level 30. And luckily enough, the first one we see is efficiency 4. Efficiency 2, efficiency 2. So yeah, I say we go for it. Hopefully we get fortune. And we do. We get fortune 3, efficiency 4, and unbreaking 3. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We got that. Now we're gonna head off and head back into a mine. See if we can get just a little bit more iron. There's a little bit of exposed iron over here on the side of the map. Never hurts to have easy access to it. 17 blocks. Grabbing any little bit of iron I can see. Might be all the iron in this cave, at least all that I care to look for. Nope, never mind, there's some more. Okay. Finding your way out of caves is always the hardest part. So, perks of coming out of a hole that I did not come in. There's more iron. I saw it. There it is. Okay, well, since it is nighttime, we'll go ahead and pop our sleeping bag down. Done with that. It's either going to be easy or we're good. I'm slowly getting better at water bucket clutching. I'm still not great at it. I miss it more often than I make it. Especially when stuff like that happens. Yeah. But we are back, and we now have a really good amount of iron. We'll get some of that crafting up, and that way we can go ahead and get this next hammer crafted. 2 rare stones, 2 irons on the way. We got these spiritual ore. I need an iron coin and a stick. Do I have a stick? Shift B. Gets me an iron coin. And I need how many iron? 2 iron ingots. Craft a rare weapon scroll. We now have a rare weapon scroll. I don't think I can do anything special with that. We go to the mine/professions. Yeah, I think it's basically all I can do. We'll complete some of these at some point. If we take this and plop it onto here, we now have a level 20 Holy Hammer of Ease. 38 weapon damage, 22 mana on basic hit. Heal strength, nice. Gears weapon damage, cool. Crit chance, and attack speed. Good. Attack speed is good, especially on hammers because they are slow. Now we have hammers, maces, or a hammer and a mace, I should say. That'll allow us to do big damage to bosses. So, with that out of the way, let's toss a bunch of this stuff back in here. Now that we're not using the Pixie's Tome of the Yeti anymore, or basically any of this, we'll take this and throw it in there. And the Pixie's Tome of the Yeti as well. An epic stone. Would have been nice if I could make it a gear stone, but I would have needed two, so that's sad, unfortunately. Oh well. I have gems and stuff that I could sock it on, but none of them are insanely great, and we're about to retire most of these as soon as we finish. Oh, I should have kept that armor, shouldn't I? Because after we do this boss fight, this armor and these weapons, at least, okay, because of the fact that I'm going to be using the hammer and the mace on bosses, the scythe will stay with me. I'm gonna make that roll right now, because the scythe isn't gonna be doing the boss damage, it's gonna be the hammers. So the armor and the hammers, hammer and mace in this case, will be the things to get retired into the Hall of Memories. The rings and the amulet, I'm gonna say, are fine, they'll persist because these change out fairly often anyways, but also mostly deal with mana regen or mana cooldown reduction, and like this one has magic find, so I'm not terribly worried about switching those out. So it just mean more item frames, whereas if I do just the hammers and the armor, I can basically just an armor stand for this and 2 item frames, 1 item frame on something to signify whatever the boss was. So I did make an obelisk. I also made the harvest maps. So before we take off and try and find the Mastermind's lair, aka the Woodland Mansion, we are going to go ahead and claim this quest, get the obelisk map. We're going to run over here and slap it on the obelisk and see what it do. I had to identify it. Got it. Cool. 100%, 160% loot bonus. Nice. Interesting. Okay. Let's pop that in there. Okay. That's fun. This is not what I remember, but that's fine. We're fine. We're doing okay. Holy smokes. Nope, I needed that on. Jeez. Okay. That's a lot of things. That's fun. This is fine. I can go back in and hopefully finish. Oh, it spawned a mutant skeleton as well. Let's throw our new skill on. Chilling touch. Cool. That's nice. Chilling touch is now at 7. Cool. If I go back in. Oh, okay. Everything's gone. I don't think I technically completed it, but I did get loot, so cool. We got a shield, we got some common stones. Actually, I can toss it up. And we got essences, which basically the essences will allow us to modifications onto the maps we use for these obelisks. So that's fun. But now also with these rooms being here, we can use it for gateways. So that's another nice thing. So we don't have to find an open spot out here to do it. Now, I'm really curious because these were not in the game last time I played. What are the harvest maps? Basically the same thing. Got it, cool. This is great. This is awesome. There are so many things here. Dang it. Okay. Things up here to shrink for now. What is that supposed to mean? Nope, that needs to stay on. That needs to stay on. Did not survive that one without dying, unfortunately. But that was interesting. So it's just like an obelisk map. But slightly different terrain, which is cool. Yeah, so these are so much more chaotic than they were last time I played this mod pack. So that's a ton of fun. Did we get anything special out of that? We did get an epic shield, so that's nice. Only would have done this before I made the mace. Would have been able to make a epic mace instead of a rare. Oh, chaotic gem of entangle. What are these? We can make entangle. Oh, so we can make upgrades. Interesting. Primal gem. I'll go ahead and head out. Go ahead and take a sleep. Oh. Guess I must have gotten marked by something in that fight, so that's fun to have to deal with, but it's over now. So that was an interesting experience, to say the least, but now that we've got that out of the way, let's make sure to put stuff in our repair kit. Go ahead. May as well go ahead. Oh, let's see. Is this better than anything I have? Better than what I have on? No, it is not. But we'll go ahead and throw all of these into this salvager. So we got another epic stone. We're now up to 98 common, 12 uncommon, 3 rare, 2 epics. So now back to gearing up for boss fight, because we still got a little bit of time before we need to head off in that direction. I want to try and make a common magic shield meal, a common experience gain seafood, and a common strength elixir to go into this fight with. Now, I want to do that because one, you can have one type of consumable active per type, so you can have an elixir, a meal, and a seafood active at the same time. I want the magic shield because that's kind of what we're spec'd into. Which, speaking of, I forgot to do that once again at the beginning. The experience gain, well, that one's kind of obvious. We want more experience. And the strength elixir, that way our hammer attacks are doing more damage. If we see here, we need 3 spiritual meat, 4 cooked cod slice, a common stone, and a copper coin for the common magic shield meal. If we go for the experience gain, we need... Oh, I might not have 3 tropical fish. I might only have 1. General consensus, we need the spiritual meat, spiritual fish, spiritual produce, common stone, copper coin. Go ahead and grab the copper coins there. We'll grab the common stones there. We'll have to grab some more spiritual meat, but that's not too big of a problem because of those bounty slips that I got. So go ahead and do that. Hit P again. We'll get 8 for the price of 2. That's insane. I need cooked cod slices. So I will take these 3. I'll take 4 of those. Go ahead and throw them on that. It's gonna take 30 seconds, so it'll take a bit. Tropical fish, I think, can be found in ocean, like warm oceans. I have a nature's compass. I'm gonna try and use a nature's compass and go find a warm ocean and just grab some fish from there. Let's start a search. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's a ways in that direction. Okay, well, yeah, this is gonna be the easiest way to do it. Go ahead and catch you guys when I get back, I guess. This is gonna be one heck of a journey. I will say, if I see freaking tropical fish before I get there, I'm murdering them and returning home. You seem to be coming upon a village, though. So that's nice. We will have another waypoint down here. So I'm not even close to where the nature's compass says that the warm ocean is, because that's all the way out here. But I did find a deep lukewarm ocean, which also has tropical fish. So I'm gonna pop out right here. Oh, and so Drowned was an idiot. We did also happen to find a village. No, not this. This is Sky Village, but there is a village right over here, so I can pretty quickly get back and forth when needed. But I did see an underwater village. We're gonna go check this out real quick, because that's interesting to me. So Drowned are really fast. Holy crap. This is a Mariloth village, I think. I think that's how you say their name. Marimorph. Sorry, not Mariloth. I think that's a demon. So yeah, there's like an underwater village down there. That's kind of cool. I don't currently possess the amount of skill that's needed to go down and explore. So there's another village over here. Cool. Another waystone. We'll hit up this one and then head back on home and get our foodstuffs crafted, and then we will head out and see if we can't find this rumored woodland mansion to be the home of this mastermind, this Invoker. Hey, I didn't die on that one. Okay, I can't take this one either. But we did find a new village. This one's really plain compared to the other ones we found, but you know, since we've now gotten the tropical fish, we will head on back to Hero's Hearth. This is home, and we'll go ahead and get our stuff crafted up. Now if we head back to the mines/professions, it does want us to make all 3 of them at some point to do the quest, so I will do that sometime off camera. I'll probably finish the rest of this stuff up just to complete the mines/professions quest, and we'll continue to level up as we go. But these are also skill damage stuff, so magic skill damage, physical damage, and crit damage. We might do that at some point, but as for right now, we're not going to use it for this boss fight. So I think it is time that we go look for an Invoker. I need my structure compass. So we have 5 points. We're gonna go ahead and do our talents first, though, to see what we get. Okay. After looking things over, I think we're gonna head back up. Last time we were going kind of this route, trying to get elemental damage and whatnot. But I think for this set of 5 points, we're gonna go up this way, so we can get some more summon damage in. So we'll take this plus 2% damage, 2% damage, summon damage, and then plus 8% damage as well. That way we get a little more summon damage on our side as we go into this boss fight next time. Oh, we have 2 more skill points, so we can go ahead here. We'll throw 1 in the Chilling Touch so we can get an augment on there, and we'll throw 1 in Holy Shock as well so we can put a skill gem on there as well. Now we're at 20, 14, 13. We will we'll go 3 into intelligence and 2 into dexterity, just because strength is going to be what's doing damage with our hammers. Intelligence is going to be our magic shield and whatnot. Dexterity is going to be our dodge. And attack speed. Attack speed's the big thing. I'm currently at plus 3.8% attack speed, so honestly we should probably focus on this a little more if we're going to be doing hammers. That'll be fine. Also our passive points. Is this one health regen? I think we're pretty solid on health regen for the time being. Yeah, we'll go ahead and throw all three of them in there. So plus 12% summon damage total. That'll be fine. 2 more and we'll be maxed out on that one. So that'll be nice. Now let us find a mansion. Now we're looking for the source to be Minecraft. So yeah, just the regular mansion with the mansions. Go ahead and search that. Right at 2,000 blocks in that direction. I'll leave that one because I don't need it. So about 2,000 blocks in that direction. So somewhere in this. Probably even farther that way. This the one I needed. It is. Okay. So we still got about 1,000 blocks to go. So from here to here was about 1,000 blocks. So here to here-ish. So cool. Let's get going. I'll probably just keep you along for the ride. There's no reason to make y'all wait. There's probably not going to be a whole lot going on in this journey, but you know, it's still fun. I'll go ahead and grab this copper from these people because they don't need it. You want to know? Oh, they're drowned, and I don't want to deal with them right now. So we're gonna take this right off. 900, just less than 1,000. I guess there's a better mine shaft under me. Cool. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Oh yeah. So these are the hot spring stuff that I was talking about. Lots of calcite, blackstone, smooth basalt. Kind of cool. Very, very reminiscent of the actual Yellowstone National Park up in Wyoming. Those of you that aren't American, that's northern US. Got another one of these temples over here. Hey, look! A village! Villaggio. Where's this one? There we are. However you say that. Cool. So we got yet another village to add to our registry. We should be getting relatively close to it. Aha, there it is. Oh, and look at that. Is it on the edge of a village? I think it is. If it is actually on the edge of a village, that's wild, because then we can just hop back and forth without me having to use editing magic. But as you can see, the Invoker bar is now on the top of the screen. We've found him, ladies and gentlemen. And by saying we've found him, that's very, very relative. There's a ton of stuff, as you can see, inside of the mansion, and so once we get in, actually finding him will be a whole different story. But we do have a waystone here. We can get back pretty easily. I don't even know where the entrance to the mansion is. It's on one side. So many village things are inside of the base of the mansion. It's kind of funny. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and with that, we're going to call the episode here. Yeah, next time we will venture into this place. I might run home and grab some torches just so we can light things up and make sure mobs aren't spawning behind us. But next episode, we will venture into this place and take down the evil mastermind behind all of the experiments going on in the overworld. We'll take down the mighty Invoker. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. It definitely helps when people watch it all the way through. Retention time is one of the key factors in YouTube analytics, and so if you made it this far, please, if you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like and a comment. Tell us what you liked, tell us what you didn't like, whatever floats your goat. Until next time, thanks for watching.